So, all right. Well, with that, I guess we can move on to this week's games and who look at these pick'ems. Even though we ain't got that much left, man, we coming up on that very on the end. Percentages not updated, but record is. So
Come on,
I'm
host.
I'm hey man, jeez, cut me some slack.
Been
Man, I've been
playing
working on
2K all week.
keeping Ike in here. Look, man, we got Ike in here. I did something good this week.
Okay, I
Jeez.
hear that.
See
So
that?
I'm 66 and 41. Ike is 70 and 41. Justin is 64 and 43, and Jerry, you're 68 and 34. Um, I only won one. I only gained one last week, so only one team. I picked one, and or no, two. I picked Kansas City and Cincinnati, but the other two lost. But nonetheless, we're looking at San Francisco, Philly. I guess this is simple. San Francisco, Philly, Cincy, and Kansas City. I kind of think this is what everybody kind of predicted. Like, like midway in the season, like it could come down to these four. Maybe the Bills you can interchange in there, and maybe one other team in NFC, but definitely Cincinnati, Kansas City, and Philly. Like San Francisco, they came on the back end of the season, but with these four, I think these are extremely good matchups.
Almost too good for my nerves.
Yeah,
I don't like
you're
it.
the most nervous Cincinnati
Look.
fan ever. Like,
I mean, hey, look, like I said so many
I'm
times, you
I'm
suck
I'm with you this
so
week.
much for so long. You know, I just want one. I told one of my buddies, I was like, look, man, if we get a Super Bowl this year, I'll probably retire from caring about sports. Like, I
wow,
watch, but being like totally invested in it like I am now, I probably retire. Just
okay.
give me one. Y'all can have it. Because I'm already kind of settled. People, were y'all mad you lost the Super Bowl? Hell nah. Just to say I was in the Super Bowl, like that blew me away. I mean,
Well,
people was almost irritated that they couldn't get under my skin because I'm like, bruh, do you
Shit, I'm
realize
still
we ain't won a playoff game since I've been born? I'm almost 35 years old. We went to the
I'm still
Super
hurt
Bowl,
about
bro.
2019 myself.
Man, that's enough for me.
man,
So I really want this one. I mean, I feel like it can go. In my head, I've played out every single scenario, all four teams winning it. Like, and it could very much happen because I
yeah.
think, contrary to popular belief, that Eagles and 49ers, that's gonna come down to like turnovers. That's gonna come down to who
Hmm.
makes a mistake, not multiple, but
Yeah, it
a
may just take
mistake.
one mistake. Yeah,
That game might come down to one mistake: fumble, snap, interception, a fumble, punt
but
return.
then even the Kansas City Cincinnati,
That could come
like
down to a mistake too.
Patrick Mahomes, like will he be able to move around?
Oh,
Because
he's
that's
gonna be
super key in what they do.
he's gonna be able to move it.
Nah, they gonna shoot him up. He'll be all
With
right.
my luck,
Oh
he's
yeah,
gonna
he
be
definitely getting
probably
that
better than
Oh
that.
yeah,
shot,
yeah,
man.
he
So
been getting shot up all week. I'm sure.
we're gonna have to come out and
But
play,
it's just
very sound, execute the game plan defense in order to, keep that. He's gonna play and he's gonna be great too.
okay then. So I guess we got Ike's favorite team in Super Bowl pick. We got Justin's Super Bowl pick. We got Jared's favorite team, and then my AFC Super Bowl pick. So like everybody's vested in these four. So
Well,
who
shit,
are
I
we
got my
picking?
favorite team going against my. Did I pick
I,
them? Did I pick
No,
Kansas
you
City?
didn't pick Kansas City for the AFC. You picked Cincinnati. I think you picked
No,
Cincy, didn't
no,
you?
I wouldn't.
nah,
No, you
Nah,
did.
he
No,
he
no,
picked
you
he picked
did.
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City.
No, you
He
did
picked
pick
Kansas
Kansas
City.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your
So I
Super Bowl
guess
pick.
I
But of
win
course,
either
you're gonna
way.
pick your favorite team over your Super Bowl pick. I mean,
I'm not that kind of fan, bro. If I don't legitimately think that's what time it is, and that ain't what time it is, like I'm not that guy. If
and
I
y'all
think
wonder why
that,
y'all had the luck that y'all
granted,
have because
granted,
this is
granted,
the
granted,
type of fans y'all are.
granted, I'm not gonna say that we're not gonna win. Actually, I'm gonna
Okay,
pick us to win Sunday,
there we go.
but it's
That's
just
what we
not
need
because I'm a
here.
fan. It's because I'm literally, I think we got something figured out with Kansas City from our past games, and you know, with him possibly being hobbled with the way we defend him. I
All
mean,
the
let's
chips are
let's
on
roll
your
with it.
side. Like
Let's roll with
it
it.
makes sense.
You
The
know what I'm saying? But
question
everybody
is,
was trying to tell me that Baltimore game was that's gonna be a walk in the park. No, it's not. Like, do you watch
but
football?
I look at it as that,
Like, not
but
you as
y'all
any of you guys, but I'm telling people, I'm like, do y'all watch football?
but y'all
There's
play
no way
but
that
y'all
you
play
thought that
twice
that
a
was gonna be
year.
an
Y'all
easy
see
win.
each other so much.
That's
So
the reason why it wasn't gonna be an
that's
easy
Yeah.
win. That's exactly one of the reasons why I was
Division
telling
games are
people
always
that's
hard.
not gonna be an
yeah
easy win.
for
Like,
Yeah.
everybody.
it's not. Like, it's a division game. They got the toughest team altogether. I would say one of the toughest teams, toughest defense. They're just strong, strong mentally. They have a good running game. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Like, but everybody was swearing up and down that we was going to just destroy the Ravens. I'm just like, all right, you don't watch football, but all right,
Okay.
let's move.
So with that, well, let's I guess we got to pick, man.
Let's
So
do it.
we know Ike picking San Fran. We don't have to guess that.
That's
Justin
gonna be
has
a
to
good
pick
game.
Philly. So
I don't have to.
that
Right?
was
No,
your
he
Super
doesn't.
Bowl pick.
But bro, shit
That was
changes.
week.
Man,
That
y'all
was week
y'all
6.
grinding me on
You
the
don't
on the
gotta pick that
Cowboys.
shit.
It ain't our fault that you went with your pick.
Oh,
Right?
oh,
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Much.
I ain't no peer pressure. I was
We,
just
Yeah.
saying
we, we
no.
pressured you into picking
We didn't
Dallas.
Feel type
tell
of
you
damn
that
way.
was a
All right.
bad pick every week.
So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, we didn't say you
At
had to
least I
pick that
stuck
shit.
with it.
That
Go
I mean,
ahead.
that's
Okay.
that's how I find it, Danny. But I'm sure enough not gonna stick with my pick. So
Okay. Cool. Who you got, Justin? San
I got.
Francisco or Philly?
I do have Philly though. I do
Why?
have
Why do you
Philly in
have
this one.
Philly?
Because I think it comes down to two things in that game, and I'm gonna just give Philly just a slight edge, and the only reason being, I think it's gonna come down to who can stop whose run game.
hmm
And I think Philly's gonna do a better job of containing San Fran. And then
hmm
I think San Fran, although San Fran's defense is good, I just think the Eagles' offense is a little bit more explosive. So I just think they end up finding a way to win it. It's gonna be tough for them to stop AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, and Jalen's gonna be on the move a lot. As good as San Fran's D is, I think they're just gonna try to find ways to put pressure on them, and I think they ultimately edge them out. And I will say this: at some point, I think you're gonna see Purdy make a mistake that's gonna cost them, and I
Yep.
think this could be that game.
Yep. I agree. Very very close. Like I'm back and forth on this every day. I feel like the game could go either way. I
Oh
feel like
yeah.
Jalen Hurts is prone to making that mistake that
Mm-hmm.
cost the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like eventually that rookie, not only just a rookie, but that Mr. Irrelevant, is got to show his head at some point. Some point.
But do
Hope,
y'all?
I mean,
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let Ike.
hopefully for Isaac that it doesn't show. But man, I
All
don't
I
know.
right, Ike.
mean,
What you
but I'm
got?
with
What you
you though,
got?
Jared. Like if San Fran wins, I'm not gonna be shocked. I'm not gonna be
Right.
mad. I'm
Exactly.
gonna be like,
Sure.
I mean, I could definitely see it happening because San Fran is a heck of a team, and that defense is something else. I mean,
I
that's just
think
what
I
it
think
is.
this is probably the two closest.
Yeah, I think that game might be one of the best games we watched in a long time in terms of the NFC Championship games.
Yeah. So, Ike, we know who you're going with, but can you give us some insight on why we may be wrong on Philly?
Well, one, Purdy's playing with house money, so I mean he
100%.
doesn't have to go out and
He
do
really don't have pressure.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he don't really have to
Yeah,
do
other
anything.
than other than what he's been doing, so it's not like he's got to go out and win the game. Uh, Now, again, I did say this earlier. Like he is a bit of a gunslinger, so he might throw one of them in that tight window, which is going to be tough to do against an Eagles defense. Where
Hmm.
I would say I disagree with Justin a little bit is our run defense is better than theirs. Um, so we're more likely to stop the run. Where I am worried though is we struggle a little bit more with mobile quarterbacks.
But that's
Like
but
they,
that's where I was saying though. As far as the
mm,
run goes, it's not like Miles Sanders and them.
yeah,
Collectively, though, is what I'm saying with Jalen and the running backs. Gainwell and all them. I think they're going to find more success running the ball than what San Fran will because Purdy's not Hurts. You know what I mean? You got
right.
McCaffrey, you got Mitchell. I just think that collectively the Eagles are going to be. I mean, because like you said, it ain't just the running back. It's Hurts that you're gonna have to worry about too.
Yeah, and what worries me is it's not the design run. I'm not worried about any
No, no,
design
no, no,
run.
no. It's the broken.
It's the
Mm-hmm.
we've gotten everybody covered and For the record, I also bet the over on Dak's rushing yards last game and won that. But either way, uh, so I mean, and I would likely do the same this week just because again, we do struggle with. Well, I don't think he's going to have time to sit back and find Devontae and AJ like he's been able to do in previous games. So it's going to have to be a run situation, and we're going to also have to run the ball better than we did last week, especially in the first half of last week, in order to actually pull this game out. I am with y'all in a close, tough game.
By all means, kill each other.
I, yeah,
Absolutely destroy each other. Fight to the finish.
um, and honestly, I think whoever wins this game is likely the Super Bowl champ. It's
I
kind of
agree.
how
It
I
could
feel about
very
it.
I
much,
agree. I agree.
it very
Yeah,
much
I
be that
agree.
way.
And they give it two
I
weeks. So, I mean, you get time to recover in a hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because they are doing a Pro Bowl after this. So that does give you extra time. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Philly. Also. Um, but this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be. I
Crazy
cannot wait.
tough,
I
man.
cannot wait to watch this game. That's
I,
all I
I
can say. I
I
cannot wait to watch
personally
this game,
I
and I'm
personally
glad
don't
it's
think
first.
it's either quarterback's time. So whoever
Mm-hmm.
wins the game is going to be in a great situation.
Yeah,
And they're
Hmm.
absolutely.
both situations are going to be ahead of their time. Granted, they both are surrounded by awesome players. Both quarterbacks are surrounded by awesome players. But if you would have told me at the beginning of the year the NFC Championship was going to come down to Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts, I'd have told you that you was smoking the craziest dope known to mankind. So it's like
As a
we'll
49er fan, I
see.
also would have said that's crazy.
Yeah, right. No, but I don't think anybody,
No,
even
no,
fans
no.
included, would have thought
What?
I
that.
Well,
I
that's
would
right.
also say that's crazy.
Justin said he picked before the season, man. I'm sleep on the Philadelphia Eagles, dog. I'm
Yeah,
sleep.
I mean, especially
I'm
after
sleep.
last year,
You don't
like they
expect
didn't show
teams
you
to make
anything
that
that
big
you
of a
thought it was
jump.
gonna be. Yeah,
And
exactly.
then nobody even knew Brock Purdy was gonna make the team. Let's be honest.
Nobody knew he existed.
How many last picks in the draft even make the team? So
I
like
didn't
to
think he was
say
going
that
to
we
make it.
thought Brock Purdy was gonna be in the Super Bowl, like let's come on.
I
Let's
All
thought he
right,
stop.
then.
played decent enough in preseason to make the team, but
You
to
did say
say
that.
he
Yeah,
was going to make it to the Super Bowl, no, or even the
that's what
NFC
I'm saying.
Championship.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
No, I never would have guessed that.
I feel like both guys are ahead of their time. Just like I feel like Burrow was ahead of his time last year.
Yeah. So
But
speaking of Burrow, what about Cincinnati, Kansas City? Because they've met a bunch of times. They know each other. This may be a low-scoring game, just because they're very
man, it
familiar with
can
each other. In
go.
the
I
past
can
couple of
see
years,
this
I think they have
game
met
going
three or
a
four times.
multitude of different ways. But I guess I'll start. Um, I'm a go Cincinnati. I feel like with Pat not being 100%, maybe the game plan can be executed at a level that's better than maybe we've seen before. Um, it could be. I could see it going either way. Like one of you guys said earlier. If KC won, I wouldn't be surprised. Just like y'all were saying, if either team from the NFC won, you wouldn't be surprised. So it wouldn't surprise me. Um, I don't know, man. But just for the sake of the last three times we met, the defensive coordinator has a plan for Patrick Mahomes. Maybe they can put it in again. Maybe they can't. I mean,
It's worked
that's left
before.
to be. So I'm gonna just go with Cincinnati, but I can see it going either way, easily going either way.
All right, Ike. What do you think?
Well, I just want to state this for the record. If this was March Madness, I would have had all four Final Four picks, correct? So I just want to pat myself on the back for that.
All right.
I'm only picking Kansas City right now because I picked them to make it to the Super Bowl at this point. I wholeheartedly believe that Cincinnati can win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Cincinnati wins this game. Uh, just like Jared said, I mean, they seem to have Kansas City's number. Now, with that being said, I mean, I can hark back on last year. We dominated the Rams for years, and they beat us when it mattered last year to
Mhm.
make it to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, one game is one game. This is one game for your life, essentially. I think Mahomes will be at least good enough to throw the ball. And I mean, I think that since these corners are one of their weak spots. I mean, everybody picks on Eli Apple every week, and at some point, he lets somebody get behind him at a crucial moment, and
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. But I mean, super close game. Like if I had to score it, it'd be like 27-24.
Mm.
And again, I'm only picking Kansas City because I picked them to make it to the Super Bowl early in the year. My
Gotta
heart says
respect that.
Cincinnati.
All right, last but not least, Justin.
Oh man. Um,
These games is
I don't
tough.
know.
It's
It's
tough.
tough. It's tough.
These
It's
are
down to the
tough,
final
bro.
four. Like,
Well, because one thing
Ooh-wee.
I'm gonna give Kansas City credit for, which again I have is my knock on Buffalo. Kansas City ran the ball like 30 some times last week. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they will run the ball. They had, two running backs with double digit carries. So I don't I don't know, man. This game hard. But if I'm gonna go ahead, and this is not a knock. I know y'all be thinking I'll be trying to slight, but I'm not.
Yes.
I'm gonna pick
Game
Cincinnati
king.
only because I made a comment and I said Cincinnati may end up being the Bills of the 90s, where they make
Ooh.
the Super Bowl but can
Tough.
never win it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Cincy because I'll be honest, I like what Cincy has, and I think anytime you have a defense where you're like somehow, some way they're making it work.
The bend but
I
don't break.
Yeah,
Yep.
like I tend to go with that because I think that works, especially when they have with the offense that they have. Because I mean, they've done a much better job utilizing Joe Mixon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Samaje Perine still gets his little carries and catches. So, and of course, with Jamar Chase, T Higgins, and Boyd. I mean, they're just gonna be tough to defend. So ultimately, I think it's close. Like you said, though, I think I mean a touchdown score is the most I can see, but I think it's more so probably gonna come down to like a 3 point game, real talk, and that's in both of those games. I honestly think both games could end up being,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
three,
really,
four
really
point
close.
game. You know what I mean? Something like that.
But I
So
also thought that Bills game last week was going to be a close, a 3 point, 7 point game too. Either way, not even I
yeah,
wasn't even guaranteeing that win. So
I
I don't
did
know, man.
not. I actually figured that game might have been a blowout.
Really?
If I was here last week, only from the basis of the first quarter that they played, before the unfortunate injury
Oh
to
yeah, yeah. It
Mar
was up.
Hamlin, Cincinnati. You can tell that they knew everything that the Bills were going to do and
yep.
Yeah,
had a counter for it already. So like that game, I thought was headed to a blowout. So I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't surprised by
yeah.
last week.
That game was turned for sure.
But it goes back to what you said too, though. I think the Bills are easier to game plan for. So I
True.
like I'll be honest, I'm not surprised of the score. Like I think I had told you, Jerry, like I don't know, like I just Cincinnati to me, I would have been shocked if they lost to the Bills.
Mm,
They're just one dimensional, and I just never. I
mm,
mean,
that's
think
true.
about it. If you go to the casino, or do you feel comfortable putting your money on the team, a one trick pony? Nah,
No,
because if that gets stopped, chances are that's it. So
man, Isaac
I
is
think
doing good
Cincinnati
too.
finds a way to win it though. I really do.
I'm
Okay.
here for it.
Phone charge on its last light. Same clothes I'm from last night. Still lit like it's last night. Young living in the fast life. Young. Smoke cloud from the ash pipe. Catch air from the half pipe. I need to send a phone from the shows with the mansion. Chandelier dancing. Counting a phantom. Yeah. Been had hella Franks when it's ballpark figures. Might be in the field, but I came from the trenches. You can tell it's my time. Look at better squint. I do like the charm on my wrist. Let me flip. Want me pay the way? I'm the wave. I'm authentic. Sitting courtside, got a sprain. Nigga, I bring the gang for the gang. Nothing but a thing when I sing. Young Usain, I sprint it. Getting fresh prints. Counting a blessing on blessing on blessing. They call me the reverend. Y'all nigga play too much.